Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Terraria 1.4 Master Mode, in what will presumably be the final episode. I've spent hours off camera. Hey, I think we're going to get above 30 miles an hour and we'll have another chance at a sandstorm. I've spent hours off camera doing some work so that now the Bishiri is only missing 3 guys, 333, 348, and 514. I did have to look some stuff up. Oh, we had a storm at 29 miles an hour. The wind has to be at least 30 miles an hour for there even to be a chance of a sandstorm. So 2 of the guys we're missing are the Hallow Sandshark and the Crimson Sandshark. Like, I don't remember exactly what they're called. But basically, they can only appear during a sandstorm. And I've managed to get the normal version and the corrupt version of them. If I had realized what a problem this was going to be, I would have started working on this much earlier. And unfortunately, like, I understand why they did it. Sandstorms are pretty rare now. Sandstorms used to be too common, and they were very difficult events when you got them early in the game, if you're starting right by a desert. But now they're very rare. And so I've literally spent I think weeks in game just hanging out in deserts on windy days hoping that it turns into a sandstorm, and it never has. One thing I did notice, like, while I've been sitting around, is if you look at the what is this thing called? The Zenith. You can, like, see all the swords that went into it, or at least a bunch of them, like in the icons. Like, sometimes it looks like Zenith, but sometimes it looks like Seedler, and sometimes it looks like Terrorblade. I'd never really looked at it very carefully before. But if you were to, like, freeze the video and, like, look at different frames of what this cool sword looks like while it's in motion, you can see the other swords that go into it. So that's kind of cool. There's a bunch of things that I've noticed kind of like on my own while I've been killing time trying to get these last few enemies in the bestiary. So yeah, let's talk about some other things. So I got Santa Claus. Santa Claus can only spawn, so he's not alive right now, otherwise I'd show him off. He can only spawn on the one day after you've defeated... Oh, Traveling Merchant has arrived, and we're down to 20 miles an hour, so I guess I have to go visit the Traveling Merchant. Where is he in the world? He showed up once again, and I got a chance to buy another flamingo. If I were a Traveling Merchant, it looks like he's back at home. And the wind is still just 20 miles an hour, so we can afford the diversion. What was I saying? Santa Claus. He only shows up on the one day. There's the Traveling Merchant. Hey guy, are you selling flamingos? Sadly, you are not. Alright, in that case, we don't really care. So yeah, if you notice that there's more flamingos here than last time, that's why. We're still at 25 miles an hour, so there's a chance that the wind will go back up. And we might get a sandstorm. And you can only witness the sandstorm when you're actually in the desert. So I've got Crimson Desert there. Let's grab some more pumpkins, not that I need them anymore. We've got Normal Desert here. And we've got Hallowed Desert up here. And I really only need the Hallow and the Crimson. But I like to just sit here because it's a relatively quiet spot where Terra Prisma can defend me while I just hope that a sandstorm is going to arrive. So in any case, I got Santa Claus. Santa Claus can only appear during the one day after the Frost Moon. And the first Frost Moons that I beat, I had other NPCs who were dead who were coming back. And then I also had, like, some housing that got corrupted. And so you might have noticed at the base, like, I built some more housing. So that we'd have enough for Santa Claus, but he ended up appearing up on this island up in the sky when he did arrive. But then at the end of the day or whatever, he just poof and disappears. It says Santa Claus was slain, and he just poofs away on the screen. But as a result, he's in my bestiary. I did some more crimsonifying and hallowifying of the underground desert, and managed to get underground desert enemies that we need. We still need, so of the 3 guys who are missing, these 2 are the sand sharks that you can only get during the sandstorm on the surface from the Hallow and the Crimson. So those are 2 things. And then the other thing that we're missing, number 514, you'll notice is among like the lunatic cultists near the phantasm dragon. I would have never figured this out on my own, so I don't feel bad at all about looking at the wiki to figure it out. Apparently, if you attack a duplicate lunatic cultist while the phantasm is alive, it spawns another penalty enemy, and that's the guy that we're missing. So it's during the lunatic cultist fight. And so I figured that one I would be able to save for last, and I was definitely going to be able to capture that on camera. And so I was planning to get most of the rest. Pumpkin Moon, the top hat skeleton, was one of the ones that I was missing. I think he was enemy number 452. And I had to defeat the Pumpkin Moon 4 different times. And I ended up making, over here, like I put out a water candle and hollowed out a bunch of this area to fight skeletons. Because a skeleton in hard mode is actually kind of a rare enemy. It's not that a skeleton is a rare enemy, it's that there's 4,000 million billion types of skeletons. And so getting the skeleton to actually spawn in as a top hat skeleton as opposed to one of the other 70 skeletons. Alright, the wind has gone down, and so the best strategy right now is to sleep in a bed. Getting him to appear as a top hat skeleton is the tough thing. So yeah, there was a skeleton or 2 that I was missing that was dressed in Halloween costumes. There were 3 more present slimes, but I managed to get them very easily because they appear on the surface after doing another frost moon. I got so much loot from the frost moon and from the... Let me actually show off really quick. And from the pumpkin moons that I did. They're very easy to defeat now that I have Zenith, by the way. But I have 80 platinum coins as a result of selling off a mere sum of the loot that I got during those events. But I also just stacked away loot in chests. And so you can just see like a whole bunch of pumpkin moon and frost moon kind of leftover stuff that is just sitting in chests there. From the ones that I did off camera since the last episode, just to get the Christmas Day so that I could get the rest of the Christmas slimes and Santa Claus, and just to get the Pumpkin Day so that I could get the silly top hat skeleton who just refused to reveal himself. So yeah, I wasn't recording during all of that because it was literally hours. This game has been out for, or the 1.4 update has been out for 2 months now, almost to the day. And I have 120 hours in this character. And we're at about, I think this is going to be episode 70. I lost track. I'm still like 10 episodes ahead when I'm recording this. I think only episode 60 has aired so far. Yeah, and so that's almost 2 hours per episode of gameplay that I've done. But it's very, very weighted toward the back end. Like, we were running probably about an hour an episode. Of kind of like gameplay time after things got edited down, like up until, you know, episode 50 or something, and then all of a sudden the time has just kind of skyrocketed because the last bits just take so long. So yeah, this game has definitely gotten better as time has gone on. Like, I originally bought Terraria, I think in 1.1. It was not a very good game in 1.1. Like, it was playable, but I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't play a whole lot of it. 1.2 was when the game first got interesting, in my opinion. And yeah, they've done a very good job improving it. Not just adding content, but improving the usability and improving the gameplay to make different things more fun. And there's some minor rough edges still in 1.4, and this is obviously one of them. In general, this game isn't always great at respecting the player's time, but especially for those who want to do bestiary completion, this is going to be the thing that holds you up. You have to have 4 different types of deserts to get a sandstorm and kill all 4 different types of sand sharks. I would bet of the people who complete the entire bestiary... Okay, the wind is going up. Let's get ready just in case. A goblin army is approaching from the west. We could fight the goblins in the desert, that's fine. I'm very strong. Just in case the wind gets above 30 miles an hour, I want to be ready to go. So we'll hang out over here. Oh, except for the goblins aren't going to attack over here, are they? Well, we'll be able to fight the goblins whenever, wherever, it doesn't matter. Actually, since they're attacking from the west, they'll at least come by here quickly. yeah, this game doesn't always respect your time. It's gotten somewhat better. Some of the events, like the Sandstorm, you know, are less frequent because they're kind of bad for the player in game unless you really want them. It would be better if there were weather summoning items. Like, they made so many other summoning items for different things. Like, back when they first introduced the Moonlord, I think there wasn't even a Moonlord summon. You had to go through the entire lunatic cultist Moonlord, or lunar invasion kind of stuff every time you wanted to fight the Moonlord. Alright, here's the goblins really quick. They're just going to run by, and I'll be able to kill a few of them, but then I think they're going to go away. But yeah, it's still the case. I was watching someone else get through the end game, and the lunar event is not particularly compelling. It's kind of just a slog, and kind of a time penalty in order to be able to even fight the Moonlord. And if you're playing the game blind, and it's like the first time you're fighting them, like, you're just going to die to them. And so you're just going to have to do the entire lunar event again, and again and again, in order to be able to fight him and beat him, probably. So that's an example of the game being not very respectful of the player's time. And just, yeah, the random events, the things that you can't summon, especially things like weather, don't respect the player's time very well. But at the same time, the game has gotten better over time, and added more summon items, and yeah, just a lot of things that make the game more fun. And yeah, like the fishing has gotten improved in this version, so you're more likely to not get duplicate items when you're fishing, so you don't have to waste as much time if you're trying to collect all the fishing quest thingies, etc., etc. Yeah, so I like this game. It could still be better, but it's pretty good. But yeah, I've talked about it before. Basically, if I were going to do journey mode again, we got fries. Neat. Where's the ketchup? I would definitely take advantage of journey mode, because one of the things you can do is alter the weather at will, as well as stop the spread of the world evil, the Crimson or the Corruption, at will, which I think is something that would motivate me to build more in the game. It's hard to spend hours building a base when you know that the world is corrupting around you while you're doing it. So that's my opinion in any case. So yeah, I'm glad that they added all the creative stuff that they did in Journey Mode, and we'll be able to take advantage of that perhaps in a future playthrough that I may or may not do on Twitch at some point in the future. If you are someone who watches streams and is not always already following me on Twitch, I'm just Lorgon rather than Lorgon111, but be sure to do that, because I might be playing some Terraria there in the future. But yeah, okay, the wind died down, so let's deal with some goblins, and I'll try to bring you back when there's finally a sandstorm. This is my life. At least we get to fly a kite. Alright, an hour later, it finally happened. Let's see. It is a sandstorm. I am not seeing the sand sharks, though. It's definitely a sandstorm. Where are the sand sharks? There's one. I don't see him coming out of the Hallow, and I'm prepared for this, because I can do this. Did I not do what I meant to do? That's Blue Solution. Okay, I did turn this into Hallow Desert. So we're going to Hallow more of the desert. Alright, sand sharks, where are you at? Come on, for reals. Let's Hallow more of the desert over here. Alright, there's the sand shark. I think we just got the Hallow one. Yes, we did. Alright, so now I can go to the Crimson. I think a sandstorm has to last for at least 8 minutes. So if I hang out over here, I should be able to get the Crimson one too. I am recording, right? Yes. Okay, good. Alright, so we just hang tight. Alrighty. Come on. Oh, I should turn this thing on. There we go. I could even do a battle potion if I need to. I don't think I've gotten a Crimson Sand Shark yet. Hey. Quit it. There he is. I think that's it. Yes, there's only one enemy left. Okay. We finally did it. Oh my goodness. So the Bishiri is 99.81% collected, and the only guy we need now comes from... Ooh, this guy dropped ice cream sundae, I think? Nachos. That's cool. And what is this? Sand shark kite. Oh, new kite. Let's check it out. Since it happens to be windy right now. Oh, that actually looks cool. Alright. As far as kites go, that is not bad. Hooray for that. Okay. Final enemy to complete the bestiary. Let's go ahead and do it. Do I need anything? Not really. Like, we're not in kind of ideal shape to go fight the lunatic cultist. So again, when the Phantasm Dragon is on screen, I need to attack the duplicate wrong cultist in order to summon the final monster, I think. And in order to... Here, let's do this. Let's turn off Terra Prisma so I can focus my attacks. And in order to even get the Phantasm Dragon, I have to attack the wrong one at the right time, I think. I'm not too worried about Zenith doing too much damage, because this is still kind of a tough boss. So I think we'll be okay. But I won't use any buffs, just to ensure I'm going to prolong the battle. Okay. So we can fight him a bit. And I'm not sure if I have to bring his hit points down to a certain range before he'll do the thing where he summons his friends. So just in case that... Oh no, there we go. Okay, so that should give us a Phantasm Dragon, I think? Yeah. Okay, and now I want to not kill the Phantasm Dragon and attack a duplicate. Which I think I just did? Maybe? I didn't see the other enemy, though. Maybe I just don't know what it looks like, though, and I missed it. Let's check the bestiary. It still says I'm missing that enemy. Okay, so I want to attack the wrong one. There's a Phantasm Dragon. And I want to attack the wrong one again. Oh, I killed the Phantasm Dragon, though. Alright, this is going to be a pain in the neck. And with Zenith, there's a good chance that I, like, accidentally hit the right one, too, which is not super great. Let's heal. Maybe during here? Okay, I hit the wrong one. We summoned a Phantasm Dragon. Maybe I have to wait for him to do... I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Did I get it by any chance? It's still not in the bestiary. Like, I'm willing to take a death just to ensure that I don't do the wrong thing here. Okay. Hit the wrong one. That summons the Phantasm Dragon. Now while the Phantasm Dragon is still alive, hit the wrong one again. And... yeah, I'm going to take the death. And I'm going to go read the wiki. Because I'm ready to be done with this. You don't know how many hours I've... like, I had videos going in the other window or whatever, but just been, like, waiting for the Sandstorm to come. It's been bad. Okay, let me go check the wiki. Alright, so I'm back. And it does seem like I was doing things right. I wonder if you have to do it in a different phase. I went and got... a melee weapon that we could enjoy using to fight with, and hopefully kind of like precisely aim whatever it is that we're trying to do. So let's give this another go. Oh, that's the lunatic cultist, and he's still getting his power, right? Okay. And I think possibly I do have to get like a quarter or a third of the way down before we can do anything. So let's do that, just to make sure he's into his whatever form. Okay, but now summon some friends, guy, so I can hit the wrong one. You can do it. Okay, here he goes. He summons friends. I hit the wrong one. The Phantasm Dragon arrives. And now I'm going to wait for him to summon friends again. Hopefully my armor won't kill the Phantasm Dragon. which it might do. And it might kill me too, actually. Let's heal. So now if I hit the left one... Oops, I used the wrong weapon. I was trying to use this. There we go. So now do I get the other thing? Yes, there it is. Okay, that is the final enemy and I just killed it. And now the Bishiri is complete. Okay, I did it. Let's try not to die, because that would be sad. Oh, we're about to die though. And I can't heal for another something seconds. Is there any chance that there's any hearts lying around? From like some slimes that I killed earlier or something? I don't see them. We do have a ton of mobility with the starboard though. Okay. And we also have a ton of output power with our awesome weapon. Oh, right. And I also could have been using this. So we did it. I didn't know if there was going to be an achievement. I guess there's not, but the bestiary is 100% complete. And, I mean, I guess it would be, since there's not an achievement or anything, it would be kind of boring if I just ended it there. So maybe I'll quickly work through the lunar event, and then we can fight the Moonlord. And that could be the end of the, end of the series. But I accomplished all my goals. And... yeah, the end was a little bit more anticlimactic than I thought it was going to be, but I'm happy with how it went. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm just going to work my way through the lunar event and then bring you guys back to the Moonlord. Hey, I managed to get a crawltipede banner. That's pretty rare. Alright, so I just took down the 4th pillar. As you might imagine, I did manage to stay alive and did not really have any trouble, so that's great. We do get a minute before the Moonlord spawns. So I'm going to go retouch these buffs and drop off a few things. Looks like I have an alien larva banner. That could be dropped off in this chest. And my other banners are already in there. So that is great. And I guess we can still go up to where I usually fight the Moonlord, which is up here. And I think I won't bother turning on the heart statue. I think I will buff, though. So let's buff with whatever buffs I happen to have on me, which looks like Iron Skin, Regen, Wrath, and Ichor. And I don't think I've actually ever fought the Moonlord with the Zenith Sword before. So I wonder if I'll be able to stay alive. I guess I'll try to dodge his various attacks and see what we can do. Like, I could try to not cheese it with the nurse, basically. It would be the first time I've done that. Alright, I will definitely need to dodge the top eyeball attack, so let's be ready for that. Okay, great. Yeah, I think we might be able to do this without the nurse. Thanks to Zenith. Yeah, heal. Okay, I did get a heal, but unfortunately I've taken too much damage. Can I kite him at this point? Maybe. That's interesting. Ooh, I just took more damage though. And here come some of those lasers. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can do this or not. I might be able to. This thing does put out a lot of damage output, and during this phase, yeah, we got him. Cool. I was gonna say, during this phase, he's not super great at attacking me. Okay. So it turns out the Moonlord is a chump. And we're the greatest. Alright. Neat. And we even got a trophy. How great. And if I open up the bag, what did I get this time? Oh, the celebration! I hadn't gotten that. That was the only thing I hadn't gotten, I think. I don't know what that does or how it works. It apparently has some kind of ammunition, and I presume that ammunition ended up in my void bag. Because I presume it would give us some ammunition. So let's go ahead and quickly drop off some things and open up the void bag and just see... Celebration Mark II. It's range damage. 50% chance not to use ammo, but what type of ammo? Probably explosive ammo, maybe? So, like, could it take, like, nukes? Yes. Okay. That'll be a good way to end things, then. So let's grab mini nukes. I have 389 of them. Let's go somewhere where we don't care about the terrain, such as over here in the corruption. Yeah, that seems pretty good. And let's try out the celebration. Oh, wow. It puts out like fireworks while it explodes things. Alright, so it's a rocket launcher that does tons of damage, and since I have nukes, it also explodes the terrain. And that's a lot of fun. Alright, so that's a nice way to end things. Hooray. Good job, Moonlord. Alright. At the time I'm recording this, my mom is having some more health issues again, and so I may have to go help take care of her again, and so I'm not sure if and how that's going to impact video production, and I just don't have plans in terms of like something else to record on the channel next. So if there's a lack of videos after this, sorry about that. But there's stuff going on that probably takes priorities. But yeah, stay tuned here and on Twitch, and hopefully there'll be more content in the future. I hope as always that you guys are having a great day and enjoyed the series, and I will see you whenever I see you. Bye-bye.